escape from the team. Call the morning steam. It's time to break, run for cover. That's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice or might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott. Sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
All right, a pleasant good morning to you coming from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Morning Steam Show here for a Wednesday, June the 4th. Good morning, and thank you for joining me here for a sports betting preview on Wednesday. We've got NHL Stanley Cup Finals underway tonight. Game 1 here. We'll preview it, talk about it, get your picks on Florida versus Edmonton tonight as we get Stanley Cup play underway here. Finals week, if you will, as we get ready for the action here in the NBA and NHL after a few days off. And let's get back at it here tonight. Get your picks ready. Also, we'll have Major League Baseball coverage here, and that's pretty much it. But we're underway, of course. We're having some great action here in Paris. Earlier, it was Coco Gauff, impressive in her win in 3 sets. Look, Madison Keys got that opening set win. Looked great in a good, tough match for sure. 7-6, winning that tiebreaker after being down 4-2. Come back to win the tiebreaker, but you know what? It's all about the stamina, if you will, and that's Coco Gauff's secret sauce, special power, if you will, right? Is outlasting it, and great job by Gauff to get the win. We did have Gauff as our premium pick over there last night, this morning here over at winnable.com. I sent it out as my favorite play here. One of my favorite plays here let's see I'm sorry. We had it yesterday on over there on the happy hour. That's what it was. Over at Tony's Picks. I had the pick there on the happy hour with Gauff. That's what it was, to win and cover. I did say that I wanted her in 2 sets, but also I said cover that game spread. And, well, even though she lost that first set, certainly covered the game spread there, right? Let's see. What was it? 18-12. So did get that game spread in there with that dominating third set, 6-1. It was all about the stamina, I think, there. And also right now, Luis Boisson is winning here 7-6 in the first set. Boisson, if you remember, she was the one that got criticized by Harriet Dart for maybe not having a perfect fragrance, if you will. But man, she's really come through here big time right now, and going up against Andreeva, where there is no advantage here at this point yet. At this time, other than Boisson winning it. I mean, Andreeva has broken her in the second set, and could we see a repeat performance of what we just saw here with Andreeva getting it in gear here? But our pick there was Boisson. That's what we sent out as our winnable premium last night. Boisson plus 5.5 games. So we'll see here, unless she totally gets rocked and dominated. Right now, it's already up 1-0. But right now, we're on a break here, 2-0 here in the third game. All right, let me say hello to some folks here in the chat and get the show going here. Kripke, Cubs today already. Hey, we've got daytime baseball today here for sure. Just 3 games. We do have some getaway day games here. Andrew is here. He likes some Marlins here, it looks like today. Bobby Mack is here with us. Andrew G here looking like a a sweater in kindergarten. With all due respect, there, Big Bag is here today. Uh, Lee Mathis, all right. Laker boy is rolling here. Nice to have Laker boy talking about that Padres game. The Padres with that comeback last night. Man, what'd they say? First team, and well, I should have gotten better, but first team to win back-to-back games where they had 0 runs heading in, trailing while they had 0 runs heading into the ninth inning. Oh, I wanted to get that stat right. I don't know if I got it right, but nonetheless, Padres, good comeback there last night to win over the Giants there in the 10th inning. Come from behind win once again. Cronenworth had that RBI single in the 10th inning. Manny, 4 for 4, including that 2-run double to tie the game. Landon Roop, there he was with 6 1/3 innings of shutout ball, but the ball was wild in the ninth. He blew the save, and Padres get the win. Darvish did throw a bullpen yesterday. Could be nearing his return here uh, for the Padres. And let's go over some of the scores here real quick. Everybody got some comments in there, so uh, let's look at some of the action here from last night. We kept on winning. It feels, you know what? Maybe the results were a little bit mixed here, but we did hit all 5 of our plays over there at Tony's Picks. And I don't know if anybody's paying attention over there what is going on, but I'm blistering the leaderboards over there right now at Tony'sPicks.com. So please just go check out those records and see how your man's doing stacked up against the world's finest handicappers. Really, when you talk about these sites that have the paid picks, so I'm just trying to hold my own with these guys. But right now, over the last 7 days, 30 days in Major League Baseball, hard to find any of these cappers on these sites with a better record than I have right now, to be honest. So, anyways, we had the under in Houston, Pittsburgh over there at Tony's yesterday, and also we did have Houston as our winner here yesterday on the Morning Steam Show. Also, we had Cubs and Washington game to go over here on the show yesterday, and as well we had a premium pick winner, Philadelphia and Toronto game to go over there yesterday. And how about the winner on the show with Milwaukee and Cincinnati game to stay under? We had the under as our play here. We also had the Angels over the Red Sox. How about it on the show yesterday? A little underdog action, remember there? And I also had the winner over there at Tony's on the under with Angels in Boston. Also a winner here on the show with Arizona and Atlanta. Game total over we had here on the show yesterday. Also had a winner of Tony's over there, Texas and Tampa Bay game to go under yesterday as well. And let me see, I think we have just a few more winners here if I can point them out. Kansas City was our underdog winner here on the show yesterday, right? Big time there. 10-7, pretty good dog there that scored. And also, we did have the Padres, right? We did have the Padres, don't forget. And we had the over at Tony's, I had the under in the Padres game and over in the Minnesota and A's game again. Pretty easy stuff, right? We had Minnesota to rock yesterday. They did 10-3 as Oakland continues to struggle. And late night, in case you missed it, in the big one, I did not have the winners in this one with the Dodgers taking down the Mets last night 6-5. So I was on the Mets on that one, but Muncy had the 2-run bomb there, and that tied the game. Kershaw gave up 6 runs in 4 2/3 innings, still working himself back into shape. So Juan Soto had that big home run there yesterday in that one as well, 2-run home run, and it was the Dodgers taking care of business over the Mets there last night. WNBA action did have a couple of winners over there on the WNBA show on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel, we did give out Washington and Indiana game to go under, and we also had Phoenix and Minnesota game to go under as well. So a couple of unders there with those. And let's see, we also had, what else did we have? We had a first half under in that Phoenix and Minnesota. I don't know if that came through actually. So let's just wrap it up right there. Don't know if the WNBA was too good to me actually yesterday. Let's get rid of that. All right, and if you want more picks from me, head on over to winnable.com/Ramon. This is where you can get my sports money premiums here. This is how you support me here on this channel by subscribing to those premium pick packages. Want to shout out, Jeremy, if you could still, man, if you could just, I do want to hit you up with a couple of months of the picks if you want, brother, and let me know what's going on, or anybody over there. You want to check my picks out over at winnable.com. I'll hook you up over here. You want to get some extra plays from me, some extra content here on the channel. I'm all about it. Getting ready for the finals week here. Want to get you guys signed up. Of course, I'm going to give out most of my plays for free in the NBA and NHL finals. Really, it's about baseball and other sports here, including, hey, this tennis today. Can we score here with this winner here with Louis Boisson? Use the promo code STEAM over here at winnable.com. Get my picks here for the action on championship week. There it is. Oh, there's the address right there, winnable.com/Ramon, and there's that promo code STEAM. Okay. Hey, listen, we have right now up and available, we have VB MMA picks. Get your picks ready. Get your weekend started with us here. As we will have First Strike tonight as well. Get you ready for the MMA action here on this Saturday night. UFC 316, Davalishvili versus O'Malley 2, and VB MMA Picks is brought to you by SXBet, the world's largest blockchain betting exchange. But we'll have those bantamweights here this week. We also previewed the fight with Patchy Mix, and our special guest this week was Kyle Anthony over from Wager Talk. So we talked to Patchy Mix, we talked the main event, and we talked a little UFC. So check it out. We have First Strike coming out here tonight. So please check that out. And don't forget, we've got our RBI contest, our ribeye contest coming up. Let's check it out.
Sports Money's excited to present Chillin' and Grillin'. It's our 4th of July contest designed to bring you a barbecue from the Sports Money family. Real simple contest. It's a ribeye play of the day. You too can get in the ribeye business. And it's a real simple contest. All you have to do is pick one player per day. The contest period runs from June 9th through June 19th. That's a 10-day contest. That means you pick one player. You'll see on the screen, Otani, RBI with the price and the book. You'll post that each day, one entry per day required for 10 total entries. And of course, you got to post it to the designated video. It's in the comments field that we want to focus on this contest. Entries, of course, must be in before the game starts. We'll tally them all up. When it's all said and done, we'll look at the best net gain, net profit generated from the RBIs. And the winner will receive the gift basket you see on the right, a gift card to pay for your barbecue fun. Enjoy the contest. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button and keep the comments coming. We'll see you soon.
All right, it seems like the pot keeps growing there in that contest. So we're going to be not only getting you some some barbecue rubs and products there and sauces, but probably can get some pretty good meat the way the money's rolling in to get that contest going. All right, let's get started with our previews here today and talk a little hockey, shall we? With the Panthers taking on the Oilers, ready to go here this evening here. Oh, let me take missed of some Terrell. He loved the Sykes there. He was on Sykes there last night. And Justin's here as well. All right, let's talk about the game here tonight with the Oilers here taking on the Panthers in game one. So look, I'm already on the Oilers. I feels like here a little bit uh, with Skinner here tonight, or anyway in this series, right? I was one of those guys that Mike makes fun of on the show every day when he talks about all those people that uh, mistakenly or foolishly bet on Edmonton after they were eliminated last year. I think he's saying because the price maybe wasn't as good as I could have gotten. Maybe later or closer to the season, everybody was all hyped up on the fact that they had lost and had the McDavid factor and all that. So Mike's been making fun of people like me who bet on Edmonton and win the Stanley Cup right after the finals of last year. So no problem. It's just that I have them to win the Stanley Cup here all season long, despite uh, already thinking I won, but had that exact, the finals matchup, Florida and Edmonton. I did have a wager on this to be the finals matchup. Uh, wasn't a huge score or anything. It's just the wager that I had. But nonetheless, I'm on Edmonton here in the series. So I don't know. It's going to be hard for me to not kind of recommend them here, it feels like. But let's see what you guys want to play it. And maybe I can look at the side or the total here, see what you guys want to play. I'll be interested to see what you guys have here in this one. Florida, they were hot on the road in the last round and last two rounds here. Actually, it feels like they've done a pretty nice job on the road to get here. The defending Cup champions last year, where they beat Edmonton last year, of course, and Florida's been doing a great job. They've also gone over in 7 of their last 8 games on the road coming in. So look, maybe they do have the better overall team. I don't want to say that. I don't want to take anything away from the Edmonton Oilers. Again, it's that unique situation that we had, kind of similar to the some of the action previously. Now the Oilers are favored to win the series at minus $1.30 here with the home ice advantage, but that could easily swing with just one win the other way. So total here tonight, I think it's 6 over 20. Let's see here right now. Yeah, 6 over 20. In Edmonton, I have $1.25 there right now, but does look like it might be going up here just a little bit to $1.30. Yeah, $1.30 at some spots. Bovada here actually is at $1.35 right now. So I don't know. Could there be a bit of a move here on Edmonton? Let's see what you guys have here. I don't need a big. We've watched these games all the way through. If you're looking for some technical breakdown here, you're probably looking at the wrong place for me, because I'm just ready to play the game as is. Florida's won 5 of their last 6 coming in. Of course, they did lose one to Carolina, remember, but it was smooth sailing. And Florida has defeated Edmonton in 8 of the last 11 meetings between the two teams coming in, but Edmonton, of course, has won 6 of 7 coming in, 4 straight since that 6-3 loss to Dallas, and they rocked them, of course, there to 4 straight victories. So Edmonton is 9-2 in their last 11 games at home. 6 of the last 7 meetings between these two teams have gone over, and would seem to make sense, right? And 5 of the last 6 meetings between the two teams here in Edmonton have gone over. So go ahead with your picks if you'd like, and let's see what we've got here in this one. And Justin, he's already kind of claiming victory in the ribeye contest, so you better shoot for Justin here. And I'll be making my picks, but I might be disqualifying myself from winning. I mean, I love barbecue, don't get me wrong. It was what Mike keeps talking about was one night we were on a show, or we might have been backstage. We were on a show, and I had some burnt ends that got delivered on from Uber Eats from some great barbecue place. Was eating some burnt ends on the show, I think, and that set it in motion here. Justin says he bet them last year at 8 just like I did. I mean, that's what I did. I was like, they'll win it, and maybe this is the 11th rematch back to back in NHL history, the Stanley Cup Finals, fifth Stanley Cup Final rematch since the expansion era. The reigning champions are 7-4 in those Stanley Cup Finals rematches. So it's the first Stanley Cup Final rematch since Detroit and Pittsburgh in 2008 and 2009. So expect this one to have some bad blood from last season here, it feels like. We heard Knobloch with some of those comments here in the run up to the Stanley Cup. And let's see here. Edmonton over 3 on the team total there. And Justin says he's going to bet Edmonton to win these first games here. Irish King, Florida money line in game 1. Laker boy talking about Boisson with a break here in the second set. Kripke wants the Panthers here. And good morning to Stop Geo here today. All right. All right, so I don't know. I'm not going to be too crazy with any preview or anything. We got your picks in, and man, I just have to decide whether. I mean, like I said, I'm pretty obvious here. It feels like this is my play, if you will, is that the Oilers are, clearly the team that I'm going to be on here. It feels like nothing I can really do about it in this one, it feels like. So, all right, I'll try Edmonton here in game 1 to win it. And we'll see. Will they come out tight here? Look, 6. This is supposed to be the Stanley Cup playoffs. You'd think 5.5 would be good enough, right? No defense here, but 6 over right now. 6 shaded to the over at -15, -$1.20. Even some books, DraftKings, their main line right now looks like 6.5 under 25. So are we going to get kind of that high scoring series that we saw in the regular season? The two teams went over in both games, 6-5 and 4-3. So that coupled with the high scores from the Stanley Cup. Now, the deciding game was only 2-1, but by that time, maybe it gotten a little bit defensive. Still, the game before that in Edmonton was 5-1 Oilers, and remember the Oilers won in Florida 5-3. So, all right, guess that's it. No other comments from you guys as we get ready to roll with the Stanley Cup tonight. Enjoy. All right, let's go to baseball here right now, and we got a full slate, including some day games here with the hottest team in baseball, the Colorado Rockies. Oh man, they're so they're so cocky right now. They tweeted out already. They already won the series, and they tweeted that out. They sent it out on their social media. Rockies win the series. They have a winning streak here, 2 games, and golly, would you look at this matchup today with Freeland and Quantrill. Now, I'm not going to say just yet. Well, maybe I am. Let's see what you can they. They're going to do it. You guys, come on. Let's go, Colorado. Today, let's look at the pitching here anyway with these two teams, with Freeland coming in, 5.72 ERA, the Rockies are 1-11 with Freeland. He's 0-8 this year, about to be 1-8 probably after this one because Miami's just a mess here. He couldn't even beat Colorado in these two games here right now. You have Quantrill, 5.84 ERA. His numbers are just as bad, except for the losses here as Freeland. Both guys with BABIPs well into the 350 range or higher coming into this one. Miami's lost 3 straight. Colorado's got all this momentum of the 2-game winning streak here right now. Just terrific. Good job, Colorado. Let's get your comment. We won't spend too much time on this one. I'm kind of having a little bit of fun, yeah, with the matchup here with Colorado. I'm probably going to take Colorado, but let's see what you guys have. I mean, you can't talk me off of it in a crappy game like this. So what's Andrieva discussing here right now? Is she feeling a little bit of pressure, the youngster here? She's really animated out here. All right, I just keep an eye on that. But let's go with no comments. Really looks like from you guys here pretty much on this one. But Terrell says, "Hey, you got the Red Hot Rockies here. Xavier Edwards here for Justin. There over in his total bases in this one. So let's see how you've got it here. Look, this is not any short line or anything. 150 or so for Miami. The total is 8 over 20. It feels like right now. It was 8 under, but it definitely has been moving to the over here today. Here we go. But yeah, I'm going to take the Rockies one more time. I had them yesterday. Why not do it again and look like a big hero here? We've been on these Rockies here, believe it or not. So give them to me here again in this one today with Quantrill. He is 3-5. Is Quantrill, and the Marlins are actually 6-5, believe it or not, with Quantrill on the mound. So, okay, give you guys one more quick chance to make a comment here on this crappy game, but still, got to pick somebody, and I'm taking Colorado again for the second straight day. Why not? If you're going to be on them, might as well be on them for a little bit of a run here. Rockies have lost 13 of 16 coming in, but Miami's lost 4 of their last 5. They've lost 6 of their last 7 at home. They actually failed to cover the run line in 8 of the last 9 games at home against Colorado overall. But Miami also has failed to cover the run line in 12 of 17 against Colorado overall. So, okay, Colorado just 5-11 last 16 games here, but 2 in a row. James Parm likes Miami. And Laker Boy says the match has totally turned around here, and we saw Andrieva totally falling apart there. Now Boyson leading 4-3 on serve. Maybe she's going to win this match in straight sets. That might have been the turning point right there, and that's what we saw from Andrieva. Boyson, may have had her surge interrupted. Maybe she was going to, start to be an improved player in her career, but did get sidelined with an injury. It kind of halted her for about a year there. She tore, I think it was a ligament of some kind. Okay, here we go. Rockies team total under for Jermaine. I'm on the Rockies. Next up, here's the Brewers taking on the Reds here with DL Hall here going in this one. I don't know if we know for sure, right, that Hall is the man. Let's see what the sites say on this one. Hall and Abbott. That's who I have listed anyway in this one, a pair of left-handers. Of course, Hall is just an opener for sure here. So consider that in this matchup here with the Reds today. The widely reported steam did come in on the under, but still 9 under 20 pretty much is the price. And yeah, the Reds a dollar, probably not quite a dollar 25 or so. Maybe it's about a dollar 20 here in this one with the Reds and the Brewers. So let's hear from you in this one with Hall coming in. He has made one start. Good numbers for Hall, but he's just made 2 appearances so far, really not inconsequential. For Abbott, he's been great, man. He's 5-0 with a 1.51 ERA, 1.0 whip. I've tried to sell it on Abbott here so far this season. 241 BABIP and a 183 batting average against and 9 starts. Abbott's actually been feels like one of the best starters in the National League, quite frankly. The Reds did end the Brewers' long winning streak finally yesterday at home. It was a close game, but the Reds were able to get the win 4-2 to snap the Brewers' winning streak there. So let's see here and go to the chat, see what you have in this one with Milwaukee and Cincinnati here today on Wednesday afternoon game here. I want to mention the time a little bit. At the one thing about these early starts today, they're really just a couple of hours here, 12:10 for that Miami game Eastern and 12:40 for this one, Milwaukee and Cincinnati. I always love the morning games, and Cincinnati as a kid sneaking the transistor radio into class so I could listen to the Padres and Reds at 9:30 in the morning Pacific time. All right, Milwaukee's still won 8 of their last 9 games overall, 5 of their last 6 on the road. 5 of the last 7 meetings between the two teams have gone under. Cincinnati's gone under in 9 of their last 12 games at home. Cincinnati's gone under in 5 of their last 6 games overall. So let's see what you got here in the chat. I'm looking at let's go to it here, you guys. See what you got. All right. Irish King, he's got Edmonton in the series there. Justin's got Tyler Stevenson for an RBI. He's giving away his secrets here on the RBI contest. Maybe he's just warming up. We know Justin's always putting his favorite RBI props in the chat before, but now he's really giving us some great props here in anticipation of next week's contest. Fernando might go under first 5 there in that one. Here's James on the Reds here, right? Tariq says, look, Abbott has been great. And the Reds first 5, like some full game. Irish King here, money line and team total over. The thing is, the Reds, we kind of put them in the good category, right, or improving category. Brewers are still 4 games over 500, and the Reds are, under 500 here by a couple of games. Robert likes the under here in this one. We saw a couple of unders here, obviously, with the first 2 games of the series, 3-2 and 4-2. So why wouldn't it be here, especially with Abbott going right now? And I think that might be it from you guys here in this one. So, all right, I'll have to make my call here, and I'm going to go with Robert. I've got the under in this one with Milwaukee and Cincinnati going under here today. You guys knew I was going to do that. Next up, the Angels are taking on the Red Sox here in another afternoon tilt. This one goes off, however, at 1:35 Eastern, 10:35 Pacific time with, let's say, Soriano in this one, 3.41 ERA. Lucas Giolito with ERA of 4.71 coming, or I'm sorry, 4.5 coming into this one. Let me see, or is it? Let me see. Is it? I think I have my numbers crossed here, but nonetheless, Giolito is 1-1 in 6 starts. The Red Sox are 3-3 with Giolito on the mound. Is he going to get it going here eventually for the Sox? Soriano comes in. He's doing a nice job here in 12 starts, a 4-5 record. The Angels are 4-8 with Soriano on the mound. He's got a 1.5 whip and a 325 BABIP coming in to this one. The widely reported steam did come in on the over, and look at that total. Would you? 10, maybe even shaded to the over right now. Do you think it's going to go this many runs today here this afternoon with the Angels taking on the Red Sox today? And what do you think about this price right now? I'm showing the Red Sox are minus $1.30, maybe $1.35. This number looks pretty much right on here at this point. So let's see what you guys want to do here with the Angels and Boston. Angels have still lost 7 of their last 10 coming in, but look, the Angels have won 10 of their last 12 games on the road. They're 8-4 in their last 12 games against Boston. Angels have gone under in 8 of their last 10 games. Boston's gone under in 8 of their last 10 games. And this series has gone under in 4 of the last 5 meetings between the two teams, including last night's 4-3 game here, although the night before it was 7-6. Still 4 of the last 5 under between these two. Boston's lost 4 of their last 5 games at home. So, look, the steam came in on the over, but the runs weren't necessarily going crazy there last night, right? And I called for both Angels and under last night in that game. So let's see how you're going to do it, though. I know it's Fenway here, and you think of the runs, if you will, but man, let's see how you guys have it today. Will this one go over though? The day game here on Getaway Day. Let's go to the chat. We've got Red Sox game to go over here with Justin. He likes the over, so does Irish King. How about that? And Terrell says he's got rain in the forecast today in the game in Cincinnati. There'll be a few clouds, 70 degrees, and the wind blowing south-southwest at 8 miles an hour today. But let me look at that AccuWeather forecast here for that early game in Cincinnati. Feels like it will clear up there. I'm not going to sweat it, I don't think. Tariq took the over too. This would probably be a consensus play if we had such a thing. The Angels still have gone over in 20 of 35. Boisson wins here. She's really excited and pleased here, laying on the clay with the win in this one. And Andriba classy in defeat, the youngster here. But that's big, right? Because Andriba, look, she'll get plenty more chances, but Boisson has been a revelation here right now with this appearance going to the semifinals here. Wow, great performance in front of her home crowd here in Paris. All right. And we did have a winner there, by the way. With the premiums, we said take Boisson. We said take him plus the game spread, but wins it outright here as a pretty big underdog for sure. Boisson was plus 550 for the most part today in this one. Anybody have this 5-1 winner, Luis Boisson? I want to say Lois. I think it's Lois, but correctly pronounced. I think it's Luis Boisson. How's that? Oh, ho, ho, ho. All right, that's it from you guys here. Oh, we got one more here. Robert here. Boston -1. Oh, I missed a couple here. I missed they were flowing in. I was talking tennis, and there was a bunch of plays here. Ward for 3+ hits, runs, and RBIs, right? Runs, hits, and RBIs, if that's what that is from Jermaine there. I think I missed that one back there. Thank you. And Irish King, both teams score in the first 5. I think that's what that is right there. And let's see. Daryl Turner's here today. He loved voice on this one. Nice job, Daryl. And Boston Red Sox, first 5 here. Where is, guess we're missing our biggest Red Sox supporter today. All right. I think that might be it. In that one, hey, I got to make my call here, right? In this matchup between, man, you guys love the over in this game. I might just roll with the chat. You guys really like that over. So, look, I don't mind it. I don't think. Let me just peek this. Let me just look at one thing here real quick. There's that voice all final coming in. How about that? All right. All right, give me the over with you guys. Convinced me. I'm in. Give me the over in this one. I'm going with the chat today. I've got the side here for sure. I've got it over there at Tony's on the side here. So look, go over there, check out their handicap, check out the handicapper leaderboards over there at Tony's, and give your guy a shout out here right now. I'm really tearing it up on these leaderboards with some of the best handicappers in the world over there. That's why they have these sites, and I've got some of the best numbers of any of them. All right. Daryl said he's got the Pacers here tomorrow night. I think he said it right there. Can't wait to talk about that one with you guys. Next up, we're into the nighttime action now here with Houston taking on Pittsburgh. Got Ryan Gusto. And there's Burrows, right? Remember yesterday I tried to put him in there. Gusto comes in here with a 4.62 ERA. Burrows in 2 starts and has not looked good. 8.64 ERA, 1.5 whip. I will note the 231 BABIP. Now, in a short sample size of 2 games, the BABIP is going to be a little bit tough to quantify. But if it were more starts, actually the metrics would show that maybe Burrows is okay here. But I don't know right now against these hot Astros coming in here right now. Let's see what you guys have in this one with Houston going up against Pittsburgh. Houston won both games here so far, or yesterday's game, the opener anyway, 3-0. Shut them out. Here, game 2 of the series here right now. I stand corrected. Pirates averaging just 3.2 runs per game so far this season. Houston allowing 3.7 runs per game. For Gusto here, he is 3-2 overall, 7 starts, 13 appearances, 327 BABIP. Not great for sure, but let's see how you have it here in this one with Houston going up against Pittsburgh. We'll go to the chat, see what you have. 6:40 Eastern, 3:40 Pacific time here. And look, I'll just go right now. I'm going under in this game, despite the inexperienced pitchers. Pitchers going in this one. Pittsburgh's gone under in 10 of their last 13 games at home. Houston's gone under in 14 of their last 20 games overall. So I'm still going under, even if these starters are not that great. I think I'm just kind of looking at these offenses too a little bit, and they're not great either. Houston has won 4 of the last 5 games here in Pittsburgh. Houston's also won 7 of their last 9 games overall. Chat, what do you have here with the Astros and the Bucks? All right, Astros over here for Justin. We're kind of against each other there, it looks like. It's kind of hard to make an argument for me anyway with these two starters. Pretty darn mediocre, but Pittsburgh obviously has been in a few unders here of late for sure with their poor offense. Here's Cruz. Make sure I'm getting this right, Jermaine, that is home hits, runs, and RBIs. Pretty sure that's what it is. I know my abbreviation. I put RHB as my abbreviation for runs, hits, BIs, kind of like it appears in a 4-column box score. But as long as I'm reading it right, I don't mind whatever you want to put for the abbreviation. I just want to make sure I got your pick right. All right. Tariq says take the Pirates. Houston run line here for Irish King. Robert likes the Astros here. And Kripke is ready for the basketball game. He says the OKC going to smack them down. NYC Bar, good morning. He's on the Houston money line here on the road in this one. I'd say watch out for Ryan Gusto here in this one. I've got Ryan. I say I've got him. The old algorithm machine over here is telling me, hits, runs, and RBIs, right? That's kind of how I do it right there. When I do the abbreviation, I do it like this: hits. Let me see. You could do it, but I do. Let's see, runs, hits, BI. I do like this because I think of, in the 4-column box score when it says, I don't know, does anybody even read box scores anymore? Now you go to the sites to look up, you got to look up all those, 8, 10, 12 different categories. Good job, though, Jermaine. Thank you. I'm glad I got it right. You just keep typing it in the way I can read it now. And now, as long as you told me what it is. Terrell says, if you got anything, you got Houston, you got Pittsburgh, you got San Francisco, you got an under. What about Texas, though, Terrell? Texas is the kings of the under right now. Okay, that's it for that one. Let's go to the next one here, and I've got the Cubs taking on the Nationals here in this one with Matthew Boyd. Matthew, don't call me oil can. Boyd here in this one. Boyd with a 3.08 ERA going up against Mackenzie Gore here. Look, it looks like a good pitching matchup on the game, but I'd caution in this one. I think we could see some runs early, even with these two starters here today. Let's see what you've got in this one with Boyd going up against Gore here. Like I said, decent numbers for sure for both these guys, right? But the BABIPs are high. Boyd, 333 BABIP. Gore, 363 BABIP. We know Gore is striking out 36% of the hitters so far this season. Cubs offense has been terrific, no doubt about it. 5.8 runs per game. The Nationals allow 5.2 runs per game. I think this one, this feels like a recipe for runs. Even though I do kind of like these pitchers, I don't know if I've got them here doing very well in this one. Washington's gone over in 6 of their last 7. The Cubs do dominate this series right now, having won 9 of the last 10 with Washington. The Cubs have won 7 of their last 8 and are on fire. Washington here did drop the first game here, 8-3 there last night. Washington still has won 10 of their last 15 games overall. I took Washington last night, but lost there. Washington's just 1-4 in their last 5 at home against the Cubs. Washington's also gone 2-6 to the under in the last 8 games overall. But let's see how you've got it here with the Cubs and Washington in this one. Go into the chat, see what you have here with, and Steve Blez here, you can, he's on the algorithm, right? Let's see here. Irish King, Chicago, first 5. Run line and team total over. Kripke likes the Cubs here in this one. And Jermaine leading to the Nats. Here's Cubs. Says Best play on the board, says Kripke today. Nats first 5, though, with Gore, says Tariq here in this one. NYC Bar likes the Nationals on the money line here today. And I just like this one to go over here with the Cubs and Washington. Give me the over in this one. Robert's with me, sees it the way I do for sure. I think we get off. Look, I said I was going to add more derivatives here. I just feel like this one could go off early today. Could get some runs right away, if you know what I mean. So give me the over here, Cubs and Washington. Next up, the Guardians are taking on the Yankees with Luis Ortiz going up against Clark Schmidt. Everybody makes fun of Schmidt. I mean, come on, the guy pitched in the World Series and, goes out there and gives you a solid job. 3.95 ERA, 270 BABIP, decent numbers, 1.26 WHIP, 224 batting average against, good numbers for Schmidt. It really feels like to me it is $1.80 price here right now with the Yankees even up to it's higher than that. It's 190, it's 195 even here. It feels like right now. So a little bit of a move. The widely reported steam did come in on the over here right now, and it is probably 8.5 over 15, 8.5 over 20 or so. So let's see how you guys have this one with the Guardians and Ortiz, 4.4 ERA, 306 BABIP, 242 batting average against. Coming into this one, 11 starts. Ortiz is 2-6 coming into this one. Cleveland's 4-7 with Ortiz on the mound. Yankees are 5-3 with Clark Schmidt on the mound. Cleveland's lost 8 of their last 11 games against the Yankees overall. Cleveland's also gone under in 8 of their last 9 games on the road. But like I said, look at that total here, and I don't know, could it go to 9 here possibly? For the Yankees, they've won 11 of their last 14 games coming into this one. And not only that, Yankees here right now have won 5 straight games at home. 4 of the last 5 between these two teams have gone under. The Yankees have gone under in 13 of their last 18 games overall. Yankees are 16-12 on the run line at home. Let's go to the chat, see what you have here in this one. Lots of opinions when it comes to the Yankees. Here's Yankees over for Justin. And Terrell was talking about that Nationals game. Gary, hello, nice to have you. I think Jermaine says this one could be going over, huh? Terrell really likes the way James Wood looks, right? Could you imagine this guy's just learning how to kind of coil all of his power, strength, and ability, and it feels like the sky's the limit for Wood. All right. Jermaine likes the East Coast games to go over here tonight. Tariq says Yankees and team total over. No, you had it right, Terrell. It's James Wood. Yep. You had it right there. Yep. New York Yankees run line for NYC Bar. You know what? I agree, NYC Bar. I'm taking the Yankees here on the run line today to get this going. Robert likes the over here in this one with that widely reported steam. And Yankees are 11-17 to the under at home. Talked about Cleveland's, penchant for the under here a little bit as well. I'm just going with the Yankees run line. That's what I'm going to do for now. All right, next up, we've got the Phillies taking on the Blue Jays here with McAble. And what a performance by Abel last time, huh? With the 9 strikeouts in 6 innings of work. And now he's comes to whoops. Sorry, you guys. Let me fix that there. Let me get that going. McAble, really great performance last time here, but look, you're going up against a just Toronto lineup. Look, you saw yesterday, right? I did call for that game to go over, but Phillies were able to snap their losing streak last night with the 8-3 win here on the road. But do you have Barrios going here for the Blue Jays? Barrios, 3.86 ERA, 242 batting average against, and a 1.3 whip, 12 starts. He's 2-2. Toronto 6-6 with Barrios on the mound for Abel here, though. That one start, very, very impressive. And you got to like what you see here. It feels like from Abel for the most part, but this will be a tough game. I'll default here and see what you guys have here in this one, but I'm curious to see the way you're going to play it here today with Philadelphia taking on Toronto here north of the border. Let's go to the chat and see what you guys have for this one. For Philly right now, they have lost 4 of their last 5 games coming in, but they're 9-1 in their last 10 games on the road. They've beaten Toronto in 5 of the last 6, including yesterday. Toronto, that was their first loss actually in 5 games. Toronto's gone over in 7 straight games at home. Philly's gone over in 4 of their last 6 games overall. 4 of the last 6 meetings between the two teams have gone over. I want to hear from you guys with Philadelphia and Toronto here on Wednesday night. Let's go to the chat. See what you have with these two. Yeah, so we see Yannick Sinner coming on the court here right now, and do have this as one of my premium plays here on my Sports Money Premiums. So let's see here. Terrell here watched Casino last night. A lot of people, say that I kind of fill that bill of Ace Rothstein, if you know what I mean. That Bo says bet the under and the total tomorrow. It says they're going to be in a hurry to get out of here. And Bo says he's got to fulfill the order there. They've got to fulfill the big order to get them that Chick-fil-A when they leave. That's a great call right there, Bo. Really appreciate that insight here like no other. NYC Bar says go over here in this one with Philadelphia and Toronto. Why not? Dougie says, how about the match between Zverev and Joker? I've got that as my play over at Tony's Picks today. Tariq says, Phillies team total over, and so does James Farm. Look, it's that old thing where we say when you get 2 guys that type the exact same thing back to back, that's almost a lock here with our community. In that one, doesn't it feel like it today with Philadelphia team total over? Good job, you guys. Here's Irish King, first 5. Minus a half there, but Robert does like the Jays here today in this one with the Phils, but I'm going to be on the Phillies here with my man Abel. Give me the Phils today to win again over Toronto. All right. And let's see here. Irish King, what is he saying there? That's wild. Whoever watching on the East Coast, it's 7 a.m. over there. No, it's 7 a.m. here right now, right? Is that what you're saying? In Irish King. I'm at 7 a.m. That's the funny part about it, right? Why would I wake up so early to do a show? All right, Diamondbacks here and Braves in this one. You've got Merrill Kelly on the mound going up against Chris Sale. Well, this should be a pretty awesome matchup pitching-wise, but I don't know. Will it be today? Kelly comes in 3.78 ERA, 250 BABIP, 212 batting average against. These are pretty good numbers for sure. Kelly's 5-2. Arizona 6-6 with Kelly on the mound. Diamondbacks come in averaging 5 runs per game on offense on the road. For the Braves here, and Chris Sale comes in with a 3-3 record, 3.06 ERA. And 252 batting average against, but the BABIP here for Sale 349. So maybe it's not all that when it comes to Chris Sale here in this one, but let's see. what you have here with Arizona going up against Atlanta here today. Atlanta's actually dropped 9 of their last 12 games overall coming in, and 4 of their last 5 at home. 6 of the last 7 meetings between these two teams have gone over. Arizona's gone over in 5 of their last 6 games, and 4 of the last 5 meetings between the two teams here have gone over as well. So let's see what you guys want to do with this one with the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Atlanta Braves here. All right, I'm just checking it out here real quick. Want to make sure I get the right play, but let me hear from you guys. I think maybe that's what we need to do. Go to the chat and let's see what we got here. Diamondbacks and the Braves with Spoon says, all right, 10:15 here, Ramon. It's lunchtime practically. Robert Robert's here today. He likes Novak Djokovic in that one today. And Irish King says, does he like Arizona? Hey, want to say hello and welcome to Brian Pinky here today. Nice to see you, sir. Really appreciate that. What's that avatar you've got? I'm in Las Vegas. Oh, boy, I'm not sure what that is. It's something on a waterfront, though. Can tell that. Thank you. Thank you for being here, Brian. Tariq is leading to the Diamondbacks, and NYC Bar likes the over here in this one with Kelly going up against Sale here. I kind of want to go against Sale, actually, in this one, but I just don't know about the price here right now. Let me take a look at it here. I think I'm just going to make the call. We've been hitting some dogs here, and yesterday, hey, we tried Atlanta and that didn't work. So, give me the Arizona Diamondbacks here with Merrill Kelly on the road. Give me Arizona today to beat Sale. Let's do it. I'm going against Sale. Irish King says, you ever go down to the big board sports book? Is that the big board sport? Is that meaning like the Circa with that giant one that they always show on TV and commercials, or do you mean like the Westgate Superbook? Let me know about that. I actually don't go to many of the. Pardon me on doing this here. I'm just kind of bringing back up my tweet that crashed over here. I don't really go to many of the strip books. I don't want to keep saying. I said it yesterday too, but I go to the South Point. I go to Green Valley Ranch. Those are pretty much the ones that if I'd ever do go, maybe once. What I usually do is I go over and order some dinner, watch a game that's late. Usually the sports book's cleared out when I'm sitting there waiting for the dinner to be done, but I always try to time it back there a little bit. Thank you, Brian. Yep. Oh, yeah, we know about Pahrump for sure. So I've only been here 3 years, but I enjoy it. I miss home, but hey, this is where the action's at. Okay, what did I do? I took Arizona. We got to keep going here right now. Let's get to the rest of these games with. Well, here we go. Let's see what you want to do here today. Texas is taking on Tampa Bay. Look, we've made a killing on these unders, but can we do it here again today now? Camille Rocker's on the mound going up against Shane Baz. For Rocker here, look, maybe Rocker, now can kind of get some footing under him, right? Maybe he'll be a little more solid this time around. Still an 8.1 ERA, 340 BABIP. 386 BABIP, 340 batting average against. Baz hasn't been awesome, but 4.92 ERA, 1.37. The whip, 265 batting average against, a 299 BABIP here. So the numbers aren't great for these guys, but what are you going to do with these? I mean, you got Texas. They've gone under in 11 of their last 15 games overall. Tampa Bay's gone under, and 5 of their last 7. 7 of the last 9 meetings between these two teams have gone under. Texas is just this massive under team right now. Talked about some of the teams that you know, Houston, Giants, whatever, but don't forget about uh, Texas. They go under all the time as well. Now, it might be a little bit tougher because of Rocker being in there and his numbers, but still note Texas 9-19 to the under. I'm sorry, 8-20 to the under as an underdog. Tampa Bay at home, 13-22 to the under, and 9-19 to the under as a favorite. So when you have Texas as an underdog, Tampa as a favorite, the under is a combined 17-39. That's about 30%. So Texas have lost 6 of their last 7 games on the road, but they did yesterday. Tampa got the win 5-1, shutting down those Texas bats. So let's see what you've got here. Texas has won 7 of the last 8 meetings between the two. It was a 7-game winning streak, I think, before yesterday. Texas has lost 10 of their last 14, and also, pardon me here once again. Just don't want to miss any news. Like yesterday, I was backstage doing a show. We didn't even mention on the show here so far about the firing of. Uh, did I let me send my apologies out. I guess I got another coach fired because of the way I talked so about him here, Thibodeau, getting fired yesterday, and you know everyone, did it catch people by surprise or was it not a big surprise? I mean, they outlasted the Celtics. They had their best season in 25 years. So why do you fire a coach? Now, granted, I was all over this guy, right? Couldn't figure it out. Probably should have won that series if he knew what he was doing, actually. But still, when you got a pretty high level coach on a big team, look, they've obviously got their man. They must know who they're going to hire already in New York. Um, I don't know. You saw the, uh, Malone there, right, on ABC, um, there, or ESPN there, right? You saw Malone there. It does feel like Malone's the man that's going to go to New York, and I think that's the thing. I think they'd already decided. We'll see. Who else could it be? Some people said maybe Jay Wright comes in, but I don't think he wants all that. So, who will be the next coach of the Knicks? Anyway, let me just because I forgot to mention the monologue, but Tampa Bay's won 10 of their last 13 overall. Let's see what you got here. These Texas bats struggling. It feels like right now, but man, let's see what you've got here in this one. Texas and Tampa Bay. I'm taking Tampa Bay. I can't handle it. I got to take Tampa. I'm going to take them right now before I even look at the chat. I'm vetoing the algorithm over here that says Texas. And look, they've dominated this series, but they got no offense there yesterday, really, right? So give me the Rays in this one. I'm going to take the Rays here on the Morning Steam Show. And I'll just be mad tomorrow because I ignored the computer. We pay so much for this technology, as Mike always says. How does he say it? We harvest the technology. All right. Gary here, he says, you know what? He's kind of pulling the old, old timers card a little bit here in this one, a bit against Sasha today. NYC Bar is saying exactly what I feel like. I'd probably give Texas a big chance. I'd probably tend to believe the whole algorithm machine here if it wasn't Rocker. Maybe I actually think Rocker though could is probably. I think Rocker will have a better outing here. That's what I'm predicting. I'm predicting this here on a prediction show. All right, let's see here. Texas team total under here for Jerry Kripke's on the Rangers. Thanks for being here today, Kripke. Robert says Rays first 5, lay it. And look, Gio says these guys. And Look at Andrew here. Wine time. Good morning. And Irish King, Tampa Bay, first 5 and team total over. And Wine Time likes the baseball card today. Yeah, but you know what, Wine Time? We need a few more day games today. Not enough day games, I think. He likes the Rays, though. Tampa money line for Jerry. He'll also take the under here. And what else? Terrell says, yeah, no J right there. And Irish King says, what's that? Dang it. You know what, Irish King? I'm going to tell you what it is right now because I have ignored for the second straight day because it's a new feature here on YouTube. So everyone who gets engaged here in the YouTube comments, you might have a little crown by your name. If you are one of the top commenters, YouTube makes this determination and gives you a little bit of a uh, acknowledgement, if you will. So let me look at the community leaderboard here. And obviously, Irish King is obviously up there. So let me take a look at the community leaderboard right now with Irish King. You're number 1, Irish King. How about that? And Bobby Mack is number 2. Crip Keys number 3. Terrell, Andrew K, Tariq, NYC Bar. It's great to see all these names up here on that community leaderboard. You can, let me give you a little secret. You don't have to, but since YouTube promotes it, it's not really something we chose or anything. You might be able to turn it off, but I just love the engagement. That's what Mikey likes. So if you do, and let's see here. So if you do a super chat or a dono, I think, or I don't know if a membership does it, but that gives you also additional engagement and will help promote you to the top of the leaderboards. I don't want to give it away. You don't have to do anything like that. We do appreciate it as always when you do the donations and stuff like that, but that'll help too. So, all right. So Irish King's up there. Says word to your mother, but we know that's Irish King up there. And Jerry said, Rocker that was just it, right? So look, obviously was rushed to the right where we want to see this guy. Could he do it? Send him back, get a little more grounded here. And Rocker's going to be a major league pitcher, right? I mean, come on. All right. Johnny Walker, Tampa Bay, Texas, first half under. All right, that's going to do it for that one. I'm going to take the Rays here in that one. All right, here's one I don't have too much on so far because we're trying to figure out. But I think we know now, right? I kind of said it yesterday. I said Gibson Long probably would go today, right? After we saw the little maneuvering in the pitching there yesterday. So we've been waiting for Gibson Long to come up here and make this start. We know he's been up in the majors here before. So let's see how he does in this one. Going to I think against Schuster here, the left hand. So we really don't. This game's a complete mess, actually. But look, the White Sox got it done yesterday. The Tigers knew, with this situation that they were going to have a little bit of as good as they've been. It was obvious they were having some issues getting a kind of a solid starting situation here for these next 2 days. I think Gibson Long is a solid option, meaning they were anticipating this to be his start, obviously. But the White Sox ended their losing streak with a win yesterday, crushed them 8-1. So Detroit won 13-1 in game 1. And then last night, White Sox came back to win 8-1. So let's see here. This one, like I said, maybe a little bit shaky here, but hey, can you have them kind of come back here right now and get back on it, if you will, with Detroit? Because we know how bad the White Sox are, but still, I mean, you got these numbers here. Take a look at these guys. You got Gibson Long here, unproven yet for this season, but he's been up here before, and for The White Sox here going to have an opener here. It feels like in Schuster, if I'm not mistaken. So I think after that, and I think is it going to be Sean Burke after that. Hey, a little bit of steam coming in here right now in the game tonight. Why not? Mets, Dodgers over. I mean, it seems like runs, doesn't it? Here you got Soto beats up on Gonsolin. So total here, steaming, man, it's going to go to 10 tonight. Right now with the Dodger game, we're seeing 10 unders out there. 10 under 15 at DraftKings and Bovada, Bet Online also. I think DraftKings still hanging on to the 9.5, but all right, that's just want to mention that there. A little bit of steam on the Dodger game, but you got any picks on this one? Tigers and what? This feels like the shakiest game of the day as far as information. Tigers are actually up to $1.85, $1.90. So that's rugged, a little bit rough here. And the total is going down for sure right now. 8.5 under 20, it feels like, because I'm also seeing some 8 overs here. This one with Detroit and the White Sox here today. Give me the under, Detroit and the White Sox. That's going to be my play here in this one. Even with these shaky pitchers, I'm going under here. And Tariq's going back to the Tigers here at this point. And Laker boy, can he get a set? Can Bublik even get a set here in this one again? Can he win a game against Sinner today? The match has started, so I guess I can say that my premium play over at winnable.com was Sinner minus 9 games at minus $1.25 or so in this one. All right. And yeah, it did sneak over last night. Jerry says White Sox first 5, NYC bar, Tigers money line here. Yeah, and they're about $2 here. So give me the under here in this one though. At you can grade me at 8 over. You can grade me at 8 over 20, 8 over 25, or something like that. I'll take the under. Next up is the Royals taking on the Cardinals, and wow, how about what we saw here last night? We're seeing a little bit of movement right this second on the total here, actually, in this game, I believe, but still 8.5 under 15, $1.25. That seems like the line, but Kansas City gets that win there yesterday in the series opener, 10-7. Noah Cameron goes today. He's not going to give up 10 runs. This guy's been out of sight. This guy looks good, man. And, Royals brought up their talented other rookie there yesterday to make his debut, and it went pretty well there yesterday as everyone was, waiting for the debut of the Royals' new star there. What happened, though? I'm trying to I thought he got in the game, right? You guys tell me. I don't have the box score up right now, but for Cameron here, 1.05 ERA, 0.81 the whip, 144 batting average against. Cameron's been outstanding. Miles Mikolas, so pretty solid option here, 3.9 ERA, 281 BABIP. He's 4-2 coming into this one for our I-78 series here, Kansas City and St. Louis. St. Louis has won 9 of their last 12 games at home coming into this one. You got 6 of the last 8 meetings between the two teams have gone over. Kansas City's gone under in 6 of their last 9 games overall, but St. Louis has gone over in 5 of their last 6. Cardinals have actually lost 4 of their last 5 games at home to the Royals here, and you got Cameron coming in here, the left-hander against this Cardinal team at home, favored here. But did Caglianone, did he get in the game yesterday or not? Do I have to look this up and see? I thought they said he was going to, but take a look at the box score here. All right. Oldie, nice to see you there in the chat. Irish King says St. Louis first 5. And Jerry says maybe the Royals are closing the gap on these guys here. I don't know if that's what we say. NYC Bar likes the cards here. And Tariq says, take the Royals. Spoon says he was 0 for 5. Thanks, Spoons. Didn't want to have to look it up there, but okay, we did make some hard contact. Great. Thank you, guys. Okay, NYC Bar. So let me make my call here in this one with Kansas City and St. Louis here today. Yeah, I knew he was in there. I just didn't know the final statistics if he got a hit finally. I don't know why did I lose track of that game yesterday? What I mean, I know we nailed that game pretty good, right? Oh no, we went we went Kansas City and under. Oh no, Kansas City. We had Kansas City. Yeah, we talked about it. That was our pick on the show. All right. I don't know why I was confused. Other than old age and Alzheimer's probably kicking in. All right, let's see what you got here in this one between the Royals. Hey, I'm taking, you know what I'm taking here in this one? I'm taking Kansas City again with Cameron. Let's go. Give me the Royals in this one. All right, next up is the Orioles taking on the Mariners. And wow, the Orioles here. What the Orioles, you know, uh, they're not very good, but they kind of beat you when you don't want them to beat you. Now they have a 4-game winning streak here and put Seattle a little bit to shame there last night, 6-1 in that game. And well, tonight you've got Kate Povich going up against Emerson Hancock. For Povich here, he's got his 5.29 ERA and a 340 BABIP. For Hancock, he's got a massive 5.64 ERA and a 336 BABIP. These guys are not great, that's for sure. But let's see what you think here with Baltimore putting together their best run. It feels like right now, having won 4 straight. They've also beaten Seattle in 4 out of the last 5 meetings between the two. Seattle's actually gone 1-5 in their last 6 games at home against Baltimore. Seattle's gone over in 14 of their last 18 at home and over in 5 of their last 7 overall. But Baltimore's gone under in 14 of their last 20 overall. Obviously, yesterday was an under as well with a 5-1 final score there for the Orioles. So, yeah, even though the pitching here looks a little bit shaky, but let me see what you've got here in this one between Baltimore and Seattle here today. The widely reported steam did come in on Baltimore in this game. So let me know what you have in this one between the Orioles and the Mariners here. I know it's tough to get on these Orioles, but man, look at what this price is already. Look at this. The Orioles are favored in this game. What is going on here? I mean, okay. Is the internet broken or what? What am I missing? What am I missing? Is Eddie Murray playing in this game or something? No, I'll call it a pick 'em. There's still some books hanging, but the sharpest books right now actually have the Orioles as the favorite on the road against these guys. Come on. The Mariners are still 32-27. Help me out here. I mean, who is missing? Who's out of the lineup? But is it Cade Povich all of a sudden, a superstar coming in? Remember, I mean, Mountcastle's been, on the injured list now. Seth Mullins has been on the injured list. These guys have injuries. Just seems like this line is broken here right now. Let me know what you guys have. I guess it's the Orioles, huh? Is everybody going Orioles in the chat too? Because these guys are just the best with this 4-game winning streak. I guess the Orioles are about to turn around, even though we've been making fun of the Orioles all season, haven't we? Here we go with the chat. Maybe they'll explain it to me. Maybe I just don't know the baseball. Well, you look at my record over there at Tony's Picks, you'd think I'm the best at baseball handicapping. All right. Jermaine says this one's going way over. I think he means this game. Is that all line over here? And maybe Jerry's going over because he can't figure out why either. Trevor had Baltimore yesterday, and I don't think that was awful. Obviously he had it. They did it with Sugano, and I said, look, I've been one to kind of support Sugano here. The Tigers just got steamed, you guys. They're going over $2 right now. I just want to mention this. Tigers are taking some big time steam here right now in that game. Showing here already, bet online $1.98. It's going to go north of $2 here, I believe, in a few moments. Trevor Davis had Baltimore yesterday. Robert's on the Mariners. NYC Bar says go over. Crip Key didn't touch in this game. Jerry Davis says to me here, this audience may. Hey, Jerry, they're not going to confuse him for the Lions kicker either, are they? And Terrell says, how about Eddie Murphy? We can't go. Mike has to mention Eddie Murphy on every live stream, I think. Johnny Walker says he's got a Yerfie in this one. Jermaine says Tigers team total over and -2 runs. I'm going under with Baltimore and Seattle, even with these mediocre pitchers. Man, I said I was going to get on more overs soon, and hey, at least I got a couple of them here on the show, but I'm going under in this one. Actually, Cade Povich is kind of primed maybe against this lineup to have a pretty good outing here, but I don't want the Orioles. Do you? What is going on? The Orioles are, even to be a pick 'em in this game, right? The Orioles are 23-36 this season, right? Do I have it right? I was doing off the top of my head here. 23-38. It could be 36. I can't see anymore. I'm old. 23-36. Mariners 32-27, and they're at home. The Orioles are one of the biggest money burners here all season, down 20 units. What's going on? I'm taking the under though. And Povich is going to deal here, says Jerry. Baltimore and under. So it's obviously very sharp play right here. Hey, everybody, we got a little bit of breaking news here right now. The steam is coming in on the Florida Panthers. Take a look at your lines here, and we're seeing the Panthers here right now going to go down to, they might even get to -$1.05. Edmonton is probably still going to be favored, but the move is on the Florida Panthers here right now. It's almost industry wide. If you like discounts right now, you're going to get it on Edmonton. They're down to $1.15 here at Bet Online. Circa has moved as well. Circa has a plus $1.02 on Florida. Bet Online plus $1.02. DraftKings plus $1.05. Steam coming in right now on the Florida Panthers. No doubt about it. All right. Let's continue on here. Got my Padres on the road. What a game. What a performance last night by the Pods here. And they'll have Nick Pivetta going up against Kyle Harrison in this one for the Padres here. Coming on a 3-game winning streak. They're playing great fundamental baseball. The Padres are not afraid to move the runners. They do it like you're supposed to do it. And I think that's what's making this team dangerous here moving forward. Yeah, the bullpen has struggled. Every bullpen's struggling, it seems like, except for a couple of elite pens. You got Harrison here, 2.51 ERA and 2 starts, 6 appearances. Pivetta 11 starts. Padres are 8-3 with Pivetta on the mound. 2.74 ERA. Really solid numbers here. And man, it's going to be a little bit cold here tonight. 54 degrees. Winds west-northwest at 14 miles an hour. And when you get those winds in that park and the heavy air here a little bit, I don't know what's going to happen, but it might be similar to last night. Was 3-2. The night before that was 1-0. So how many runs could get scored here today? I don't know. But if you know what I mean, Padres have gone under in 4 of their last 5. The Giants, they've just gone under in 10 straight games. That's all. 6 of the last 7 at home have gone under as well. Padres have beaten the Giants in 5 straight times here in San Francisco. So my computer here is telling me to maybe that the Giants are the side in this one. But, man, I don't know if I want to trust this right now. I'm watching my Padres looking pretty good here. So let's see what you have in this one, Padres and the Giants. Can you talk me off of my Padres here? Let's see what we got. Jerry's on the Oilers -1 and team total over. Glad you got that in, Jerry. Hope I didn't leave anybody behind. We previewed the hockey earlier, but I think you were there for it. NYC Bar likes the under. Jermaine says the Padres offense is not performing well. I'm not. I know what you're saying there, but I here under for the Padres, or San Francisco has no offense either. Tariq likes the under. Irish King likes the under. Jerry's got the Giants in the first 5. So, all right. And yeah, for me, I got to be back on the Padres here tonight as my play. I'm going with them here. I went with them yesterday. I'm going to try them again here. I'm vetoing the computer here. NYC Bar says, Ramon, what did you pick in the hockey? I went with the Oilers here. Now I'm getting a discount price. Mostly NYC Bar. I'm on the Oilers for that futures. I'm on a futures bet that I placed after the Oilers lost last year, and I took them at 8-1. To win the title this year. Remember, everyone was like 8-1. There was like 5 or 6 teams that were 7-1, 8-1 teams like Florida, but there were other teams up there as well. So I didn't know how it was going to go. Mikey makes fun of everybody that bet Edmonton last year after they lost. I was one of them. I'm on them now, and I think I got to start with them here in the series. So, okay, that's going to do it for that one. Let's keep it going. We're almost done with the show here. Got the Twins taking on the Athletics. Got Zebby Matthews. And here's Jacob Lopez now going in this one. Maybe it's a little bit better matchup, at least for the A's, to face Zebby. But look, we're all kind of the Zebby bandwagon here a little bit. He does have a 6.43 ERA, but Minnesota rocked these guys last night. And you see right now it's 190. I think it's even higher than that. Let me take a look here with Minnesota. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a total typo right now. So I guess that shows you what I'm on. Minnesota is $1.40, $1.50. Is this another broken line here? And, is Springs actually the designated starter here? Or is it Newcomb? Or is it Johnny Holstaff here right now? I don't even know if we know here. I guess we can go with Springs, but who knows we know who all these guys are probably going to get in the situation here. But why are the Twins $1.50? This doesn't make any sense to me, does it? Right now, so I'm on Minnesota to rock these guys here. Give me the run line on Minnesota. The A's. Look, I can't wait till they're here in Las Vegas. I want to be a big A's fan, but right now, I don't even know if I need to break this down. This is just going haywire here with the A's right now, and they're just giving up massive runs every game at home in this ballpark. Hey, a little bit of steam coming in right now in the Houston. I know I said under in Houston and Pittsburgh, but the steam's coming in on the over right now. And not only that, we're seeing it go as high here as 9.5 under 15 in Houston and Pittsburgh right now. So, look, Houston's getting a lot of unders. Pittsburgh has no offense, but the steam's coming in on the over. And that one, if you like under, you get a good price. But maybe this is a day for an over. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to take the Twins. Anybody going to just roll with me here on the Twins? I mean, come on. Here's NYC Bar on the Twins run line. Jerry says Twins and Zebby with his Ks. And Jermaine likes Buxton. If he's in the lineup today, it's a day game and he's been banged up, so it could be one to take off here. And, Bublik won a game, huh? Man, Sinner is just incredible. Oh, he missed there, unforced error, but jeez. Okay, one more tonight, and it's the Mets taking on the Dodgers. Griffin Canning and Tony Gonsolin in this one. You've got Gonsolin here, dollar, uh, $1.45. I don't think he's quite to $1.50, $1.40, $1.45. Great game yesterday, no doubt. Total here, like we said, we did have that steam coming on the over, so about 9.5 under 15 right now. With that widely reported steam. So let's see what you got up here with Canning going up against Gonsolin here. Canning has 3.23 ERA, 292 batting average against, 241 batting average against, a 292 BABIP. Gonsolin 5.23 ERA, 286 BABIP coming in. The Mets are 8-3 when Canning starts here. Let's see what you have in this one, Mets and Dodgers. And I want to look at the community leaderboard. I love the community leaderboard. Crip Key is on top of the community leaderboard. Jermaine, Terrell, Irish King, Tariq, Bobby Mack, Josh is in there. We know Josh by his other name, but Andrew K, NYC Bar. How about the community leaderboard? You guys checking it out? Just hit at the top there, hit that little XP button, I think, and then it'll pop up and shows you who is number one. Love it. Okay, anyways, give me what you got here in this one with the Dodgers and the Mets, our final game of the day, and the show's going to be over. Mets have lost 10 of their last 15 against the Dodgers, although the Mets have won 8 of their last 10, despite yesterday the end result with the Dodgers pulling off the win last night. Final. And 6-5 there. Dodgers have gone over in 9 of the last 12 meetings against the Mets, including 4 of the last 5 here, but the Mets have gone under in 9 of their last 11 on the road and 13 of their last 19 games overall. Mets are 2-14 to the under as an underdog. So let's see how you've got it here in this one with the Dodgers and taking on the Mets here in this one. I'll leave it to you guys. And you tell me. All right. Oh, here we go. With, did I miss it here? Okay, NYC Bar, Dodgers money line there. Irish King, Minnesota. I couldn't see the mix up here. I was confused. Tariq, Dodgers first 5. Jerry says Dodgers -1. Missing Nuke in here today, though. I see, huh? Irish King, Dodgers first 5 and team total over. Crip Key doesn't trust the teams at all. Here right now in this one. So let's hear it from you and see what you got. But I'm ready to go here with my call, I think, in this one. And at $1.40 here. Play. One more. I got a little steam coming in right now. Colorado and Miami on the under. The total moving lower here in this one between Colorado and Miami. It was 8 over, but we're moving about 8 flat here. It feels like right now, Colorado and Miami. Robert likes the over here in this Dodger game tonight, and you know what? So do I, Robert. Give me the over here in this one. I'm going with my man, Bobby Mack. All right, it's going to do it for the Morning Steam Show. Thank you very much. Hey, you can get more plays from me over at winnable.com. Get my Major League Baseball sports money premiums here at winnable.com/Ramon. Check me out over there. And also, don't forget, check out BB MMA Picks. We have a preview of UFC 316 here between Dvalishvili and O'Malley here this weekend. Of course, First Strike will be out as well. And let's run our ribeye here real quick. I know Mikey wants us to really nail this here, so let's do it.
Sports Money's excited to present Chillin' and Grillin'. It's our 4th of July contest designed to bring you a barbecue from the Sports Money family. Real simple contest. It's a ribeye play of the day. You too can get in the ribeye business. And it's a real simple contest. All you have to do is pick one player per day. The contest period runs from June 9th through June 19th. That's a 10-day contest. That means you pick one player. You'll see on the screen, Ohtani, RBI with the price and the book. You'll post that each day, 1 entry per day required for 10 total entries. And of course, you got to post it to the designated video. It's in the comments field that we want to focus on this contest. Entries, of course, must be in before the game starts. We'll tally them all up. When it's all said and done, we'll look at the best net gain, net profit generated from the RBIs. And the winner will receive the gift basket you see on the right, a gift card to pay for your barbecue fun. Enjoy the contest. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button and keep the comments coming. We'll see you soon.
All right, so that should do it here for the show. Really appreciate everybody coming in today. We're back tomorrow with more morning steam at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. Today, Mikey Money joins you with pre-gaming at 6 p.m. Eastern and 3 Pacific. All right, that's going to do it for me. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Great job, everyone. And let's have a great winning day here. So, for the Sports Money Network, I'm Ramon Scott. So long.
The cash, then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steal. Ramon Scott, sports money. Wake your ass up and let's get to